Hi again. Um, yeah, so sorry if you were watching last time. My internet decided that it gave up. it just it just gave up. I got like 5 notifications saying like, OMG, what happened to your Wi-Fi? I was like, not not a choice I made. um, but I fixed it. Pretty sure everything's under control now. Probably. I think at the very least, we're good for a couple of hours. With the snowstorms and stuff, I think that's affecting things. I'm pretty sure that that has something to do with it. So, but if you're watching, I'm really sorry about that, and I hope that you were able to keep on concentrating. I know like a change in the vibe is very disruptive when it comes to studying. So I'm sorry that that happened. So, but we're back now, and we're about to do something excruciatingly boring. So, thanks for coming by. I have to memorize this protocol. I should have had it memorized like 2 months ago. I feel like it would have made things a little easier for me. But I'm on the struggle bus, so we're trying to get it done now. Yeah, so this is a complete, you've got a picture of it on the screen right there. This is a complete protocol with also the pathology for aortic stenosis and insufficiency on there, which means what we're going to be doing is like a full scan of the entire heart and all of its structures. And also, we're going to hone in on the aorta to see if there are any problems there. And I was upset about getting this protocol for my final initially because it's a lot. It's a lot, and you have to actually use a completely different transducer for some of the pictures you get. So you have to switch that out. I'm not fast. I struggle with time. So that was very upsetting. But I will say that I'm glad that I got it because aortic stenosis is probably like the most common thing that you can have, and it can kill you. So it is really good to be proficient in finding it. So I'm trying to take as much as I can from this experience and move forward with it and use it to help people. So, but I am still grumpy. I am still grumpy. I can't help people if I don't pass the class. So, but anyway, let's see. I think what I'm going to do, I've got this up on the screen right now. I think I'm going to move a window in front of it so that I can't see how much I know already. I feel like I'm going to have to skip some things, but we'll see. Hang on, let me get this out of the way for a second here. Okay. I do have 2 other assignments I have to get done by Monday, but I looked at them and they don't look like that big of a deal, honestly. I could probably finish them in like 2 hours. So I think after I do this, after I hooked the internet back up, I kept studying. So I didn't really get too much of a break. So I think after I finish doing this twice, I think we're going to play some Stardew Valley for like an hour before I eat dinner. So if you make it through, you get some video games. So, all right, here we go. We're gonna move something in front of this so you can see it, but I can't. All right, there we go. Okay. Plaques depth out. Depth in. Actually, I'm going to go line by line here. Save the paper. Depth in on the other side of the descending aorta. You're going to measure the left ventricle as well as the interventricular septum, IVS, LVD, D, and the posterior wall on diastole, and then the LV diameter in systole as well as the LA systole, leading to leading. Color, mitral valve and left atrium. I'm gonna move this over. Sorry about the tapping and the noise. There you go. I'm using my diaphragm to talk and I don't feel like I'm going to keep that up, so I wanted to make sure you'd be able to still hear me. Okay. Okay, so we need to zoom that first. Zoom mitral valve in LA, then color mitral valve in LA. Zoom the LVOT. Color LVOT and the AOV. Then we're going to measure inner to inner the LVOT on 3 separate beats. And we are going to measure the aortic root on the end of, what are we doing? We're doing that on the end diastole, right? Or are we doing that on the T wave? I don't remember. End diastole with the valves closed, I think. I just watch it for whenever it's the biggest. It's during diastole though. I think it's the end of diastole, but we'll see. Might be the T. I think it's the T wave and systole. I'm gonna put T wave whenever the valves are closed. Okay, regardless, we are going to scoot on up to the ascending aorta. Ascending aorta, we're gonna sector and color down to the root. Okay, then we are going to go back to the main picture and we're going to M-mode the LV on diastole and systole, and then we're going to mode the mitral valve, and then the AOV, and we're going to measure the cusp separation. Now we are going to tilt our transducer so that we can see the RVIT. And then we're going to sector. We're going to color. And we're going to continuous wave. And we want to see the left atrium for regurgitation. So we're going to do TRV max. And then we're going to tilt our transducer to RVOT, sector, and then we're going to color, pulse wave at the leaflet tips, like right at the annulus. And we are going to measure the PVV max, and I think the PVVTI. Which you can get the PVV max by just doing the PVVTI. I don't think we're doing pressure halftime for that. Let's see. Oh, that's going to be below 2/3. And then we're going to continuous wave. And we're going to measure let's see, PIEDV, and that's going to be above 300, and below, oh, what is the below? PIEDV. And then are we doing the I'm just going to say the Excel time. Two-thirds. I feel like I'm missing something, but we're going to move on. Okay, so I got plaques, RVIT, RVOT. Now we're moving on to short axis. And we're getting a view of the base. Oh, let me scroll down here. Oh, okay. I wonder, I hope it's not frustrating if you're watching that, because it's too small on my screen to see what it is on the preview thing, but you can see. So you can see if I'm wrong. I bet that's frustrating. Sorry. Okay, so let me just scroll down here. That looks about right. Okay, so we got sax base. Ooh, then we're gonna zoom the AOV, color, and then we're gonna sector the RVAT. And we are going to color the TV. You're going to get a continuous wave, and we're going to measure the TRV max. Then we're going to sector the RVOT. Color the pulmonary valve, pulse wave, I think we're doing the annulus again at the tips. We're going to measure on pulse wave. We are going to do the PVVTI, probably, and it's, man, I've been doing this for like ever. Sup, Normie AO. Pretty good. Yeah, I'm trying to write out this protocol. I feel like I should have known all of this, like had it memorized by now, but it is what it is. It's never too late to try and study, I guess. Oh, are you really? What class? Oh, interesting. Is this like a historical view, or is it like a modern view of things? Like an opinion piece or like a research piece? Okay. Well, that's good. Shouldn't have an opinion without being educated. I mean, you can have an opinion on not being educated, but it's better if that's not the case. Yeah. Well, everything repeats, so that's good. Well, welcome to the chat, and glad to have a study buddy. Let's see. I don't remember what I'm on. Okay, so I've got pulse wave. We've got the velocity time integral for the pulmonary valve. And that should include the max. Oh. Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. It's recent enough. There's probably some super good resources on that too. Yeah. I don't know how old you are, but I remember that. Like, I was trying to work. It was bad. It was bad times. That's what happens when rich people try and pull up the ladder. Yeah. Okay. Well, you remember what it was like, not necessarily trying to work during that time, but yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Gotta put some guardrails up. Got a lot of sociopaths in power. they don't they don't care about, ethics. They care about punishments, rules that have consequences. So excuse me. Ruined it for everybody. Okay, all right. Velocity time integral. I think the end diastolic volume's on continuous wave. I feel like there's one more thing on pulmonary valve. So I've noticed that a lot of people don't actually know that this job exists. So if I'm explaining too much, that's just because I feel like most people just don't know. So it's a specialty in ultrasound, but it's cardiology. So basically, I'll be going into I'll be working with a cardiologist, so a doctor, and I'll be either doing scans to get diagnostic information for valve replacements and heart health, or assisting with surgeries. There's just a lot of room, but no, I'm not a doctor. I'm not trying to be a doctor. That's really expensive. Yeah. It's complicated. Not just the subject matter, but the climate for being in healthcare right now too. I worked at a hospital through COVID, and that was pretty crazy. But then I took a break from working in medicine to doing healthcare education, and that was a lot of fun. But you get that urge to come back and help people. Oh, what was funny about that is, depending on your degree, a lot of the money that you would get back, you're not getting back now. So, doctors and physician's assistants still make quite a bit of money, but because school is so much more expensive now, and because they've repealed a lot of the, I don't remember what it was called. It was a public good thing where like the government would pay back some of your loans because of how good that job is for society as a whole. They're not doing that now. So like physicians assistants and doctors are coming out of school with like $300,000-$400,000 in debt, and they're gonna have that for like the rest of their lives basically, or at least the next 20 years. So it's like education has not just been bad to normal people, it's been bad to everybody. Yeah. Yeah. I would love to see some big changes happen. Be super cool. But once you get certain people in power, they hang on, man. They hang on. Okay, I got my PVVTI. Oh, I'm about to go into clinicals. So I have a year left, and then I will be out and working. So I'm pretty excited. Literally, I have a week left, and then I have clinicals for a year. So if I can make it through, if I can pass this last quarter. Oh man. It's an accelerated course too, so it's like I've been taking like 15 to 18 credit hours every quarter, and like instead of 6 months, it's like 3, so it's all jammed in. So it's been hard. It's been so hard. I think if I didn't already have the experience that I have from working in healthcare for over a decade, that I probably would have had a much harder time with it. So some of the people I go to school with, they're like 2 of them are single moms, and like one of them is like all on her own, just like working at the same time. And I mean, I don't know how they're doing it. I sure couldn't. If I had somebody else I was responsible for, nope. Could not do both at the same time. It's, that'd be too much. Okay. All right, I'm going to say we're doing acceleration time for this. And I'm going to say 2/3 above. Oh, no, 2/3 below. Yeah. Okay, and then continuous wave. We're going to do pulmonary insufficiency and diastolic volume. And I think there's one more. That's above at least 300, and below, I don't know. I feel like there's one below, but I don't remember, so we're going to move on. Otherwise, we'll be doing this forever. Okay, so that's RVOT. So then we're going to swing back over and do the mitral valve in short axis. And then we're going to color the mitral valve. And then we are going to do papillary muscles. And then we're going to M mode those paps. And we're not measuring anything, we're just getting the waves. Then we're doing apex. Cool, now we are on to apical 4. Okay, so we got out, in, and 2/3 in. Then we're doing a Simpson's diastolic ejection fraction and diastolic and systolic for an ejection fraction. Then we're gonna out again, and we're going to color the mitral valve, and we're gonna pulse wave the mitral valve, and we want to get the we're gonna get the MVVTI. And that's above 2/3. And I think also we want the pressure halftime. And also the E and the A. And the A duration. Okay. CW. We want 550 below to be safe. Because I got marked off on one of them because I had it at 500, but it didn't say 500. It had a dot, I think, instead. And I was like, that's fine. But then the instructor was like, no, it has to say 500. And I was like, gotcha. So that's what we do now. Ooh, virology, huh? So, did you want to go into like a laboratory setting, or did you want to go into a research setting? Because there's a couple different ways that could go. I worked in pathology for a little while, and I did wax preservations of biopsies, and then you slice those super thin, and then you put them on a slide, and then you dye them in a bunch of different chemicals, and then you stick them under a microscope and you check it out, and you look physically at it to see if there are cancer cells in there. It's wild. I did that for a little bit when I was working in laboratories. I was filling in until they hired somebody. Because pathology is really cool, but it wasn't where I wanted to end up. So when they asked me, do you want to stay here and do that? I was like, no, thank you though. It was nice. That's cool. I think so that department is micro, and that's a fun group of people. I will say, very, very interesting group of people. And they always need people, partially because those laboratories with those labs are very smelly. Just right off, there's nothing you could do. We used hoods. We went through proper protocols. Nothing you can do. It always smells because viruses, parasites, bacteria all smell bad because we, through evolution, we recognize that that's not something good to be around. We smell it, we're like, ooh, that's bad, and we try to get out of there so we don't get sick. So if you can deal with that, it's a cool place to be. Oh, I don't know about that. There's a lot of programs that you could get into that are actually pretty quick. You could get certified even, and they make pretty good money. If I'm being honest, a lot of the people that worked in micro, they had, some of them had associate's degrees, some of them had bachelor's degrees. And it was pretty attainable. I did not work in that field, and I don't think I probably would have been happy there, just because I'm super sensitive to textures and smells and stuff like that. But if I could get past that, that would have been a really cool place to work. But yeah, I do think that if you have the ability to go back to school for that, if that's something that you can do, I don't feel like being nearly 30 is going to hurt you. I don't think that at all. The class that I'm in right now, we have people who are, 19 to 40. There's no there's no end time to do stuff like that. There's only, do you have, can you actually do it? You know, like, do you have the financial resources and the time to do that? Do you know what you're going to use that for? Research. That's cool. So are you thinking about like going back to like a university setting for researching, or are you thinking of doing like a nonprofit or something like that? Whatever makes the most money. I don't know enough about that to know what that would be. I don't. Universities, a lot of them have lost their funding to do research now. It used to be if you could get in with a university, it was a pretty good place to be. It was hard to like, you know, fight for the funding regardless. But now I feel like you're probably going to want to look into like private sector more probably. There's like private schools and universities would probably be the way to go. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's kind of rough. It also depends on what state you're in, I think. Yeah. A lot of bad news out there. Hmm. VTI. Oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing. Let me scroll this down for you. Okay. 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 Where are we at? All right. So apical force. We did Simpsons. We colored mitral valve. We pulse waved the mitral valve. We continuous waved the mitral valve. And the continuous wave, we do the VTI and the pressure halftime on. Above 2/3. Below, we're looking for the mitral valve regurgitation, which I cannot remember what that button says. Like, There's a button for it, and I do not remember what that button is. But it's a mitral valve regurgitation. You trace that, or if there is, we'll just put a point or whatever. Okay, so we did that. Now we're going to let's TDI. We're gonna TDI and do the E prime medial. And then we're going to move that over to E prime lateral. And then we're gonna, we are going to, let's zoom and trace the left atrium so I don't forget to do that. Oh, which reminds me, I forgot to color the IVS. I put that up here. Color the IVS. Here we go. And did I color the IVS on short axis? Nope. Color IVS. Golly. We'll get it. Okay, so what do? We zoom the pulmonary. No. Yeah, pulmonary veins. And color. Oh, I got marked off on the last one because I zoomed and colored when I think I needed to zoom and then color separately. I don't remember. I revisit that. Okay, so we're going to color the pulmonary veins and then we're going to pulse wave. And we're going to do a reversal duration. And that's going to be a reversal duration. So that's going to be 2/3. I don't think we continuous wave that because there's so much stuff around, but yeah, I think we just pulse wave that. Okay, let's go over to the right side. But first we're going to zoom IVS and IAS. Oops, IAS, not the IVS. We're gonna zoom the LA and then we're going to trace LA off of zoom. Then we'll go over to our right side and we'll sector and we're gonna measure the base and mid ventricle. What's next? Let's M mode the free wall. Free wall annulus. And we're going to do TAPC. And then we're going to do TDI and measure S prime. Then we'll zoom the right atrium and then measure off of zoom. And then I think that's it for 4. So then we're going to do apical 5. And we're going to color the LVOT. I don't remember if we zoom it. I think we do. We'll zoom it first. Zoom LVOT, color LVOT, and then we're going to pulse wave, and we're going to get the LVOT VTI. No. LV, the AV VTI? AV VTI times 3. And continuous wave. And that's going to be the LVOT. VTI. Now I'm going to cheat for a second and look because I mixed this up last time, so I need to check for sure. There it is. Pulse wave LVOT VTI. Okay, do not mix that up. LVOT VTI. Pulse wave LVOT VTI. Pulse wave LVOT VTI. Pulse wave LVOT VTI. Continuous wave AOV VTI. Continuous wave AV VTI. Continuous wave AV VTI. Continuous wave the aortic valve. Pulse wave the left ventricular outflow tract. Continuous wave AV VTI. Pulse wave LVOT VTI. Continuous wave AV VTI. And measure AI pressure half time. Okay. So, I was right the first time. We are going to pulse wave the LVOT and measure the LVOT VTI 3 times on pulse wave. And continuous wave, we are going to measure the AV VTI times 3, as well as and that's going to be below 2/3, below 2/3, and we're going to measure pressure half time, the AI pressure half time, above. We'll do 550 again just to be safe. And what was the other thing? I think that was it. Yeah, that was it. And the AI pressure halftime. Okay, so pulse wave, the LVOT VTI times 3 below 2/3, continuous wave AVVTI below 2/3, AI pressure half time above 550, and then we are going to speed up the tracing, and we are going to go to the IVRT, the isovolumic relaxation time. And I'm going to look at this one too because I had an issue with that last time as well. Oh, well, it doesn't say where it is. I had a little thing to help me remember it, but we see how well that worked out. Oh, biscuits, don't do that. Here we go. No, don't turn on all of that stuff. Don't do it. There we go. The isovolumic relaxation time. Thank you, thank you. So it contracts, before systole, relaxes after systole, relaxes after systole. After the contraction, it relaxes. After it contracts, it relaxes. Okay, so the IVRT, which is going to be right here. And that tracing is going to be that, there we go. Okay, so that, I think it's going to be a pulse wave too, isn't it? I'm cheating now. Yeah, it's a pulse wave. So that pulse wave is going to be in between the mitral valve and the aortic valve. I drew a little EKG, and I'm so used to people. I'm so used to seeing them with a heart block that I just wrote in a heart block. Mean. I'm being mean to my imaginary person. Okay, so that's it for apical 5. So then we move over to apical 2s, and I'll move this down here. Here we go. Okay, so apical 2. We're going to rotate until we get the duck bill. And then we're going to color. No. First, we're going to do Simpsons. So we're going to take that picture, and then we're going to decrease our depth to 2/3 of the left atrium, and then we're going to do Simpsons. Then we're going to increase our depth. Oh, I'm getting tired. Well, let's go ahead and zoom on that left atrium and then measure off of zoom. Then we will color our whole left atrium and mitral valve. And are we I think we're continuous waving. I think we continuous wave and we pulse wave, but I don't think we measure anything. Continuous wave, 2/3 above, 550 below. Pulse wave, I don't even know if we pulse wave at all. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say we don't pulse wave. Pretty sure. Then we'll get into 3-chamber. Whoops. I did not mean to do that. Getting tired. There we go. We're getting to the end though. Ugh, this stuff's exhausting. Okay, so we're on apical 3s now. So our focus here is going to be the left atrium, but I think we color everything to begin with. So I'm going to say color MV, continuous wave MV, no measurement, just the picture, 2/3, I guess. Then zoom, LVOT, long and thin box, color, LVOT, then we're going to pulse wave, and we're going to do VTI below, and just the one, just the one measurement, and then continuous wave below for VTI and above for AI 550 and pressure half time probably. Okay, and then we're gonna scoot over for RVIT. What are we looking at over there? It's the TV, so the RVIT. Sector. And then we're gonna continuous wave, and we're gonna go do TRV max. And that's it for that. Oh, we got a color. TRV max, and then subcostals. And we're gonna have we're gonna depth in and depth out. And then we're gonna color, we're gonna zoom IAS, IVS, color IAS, IVS, and then let's see, then we're going to on We're going to change the base to 38 before we do that, and then we're going to change it back. But we're going to change our loops to 5. Loops to 5. IVC. And we're going to measure our IVC at largest point, which is probably inspiration. No. Expiration? I think it's expiration. Whatever happens to be the biggest point, I think it's expiration. Okay. Yeah, it's expiration. I'm just tired. Okay. Oh. Then we're going to do a sniff. And then we're going to pulse. Oh, first we're going to color the hepatic vein. Then we're going to pulse hepatic vein. Then we're going to rotate a little bit and get our descending aorta. Color it. Pulse wave it. Too stressed. I keep breaking my lead. All right, pulse wave, and then M mode on color. Then we are doing our suprasternal notch. We're going to do both ascending and descending. Then we're going to color them both. We're going to continuous wave both. And then we are going to pulse wave descending. And then we are going to M mode that colored descending. Then we're doing the Pedoff probe. And for that, we're going to do apicals and notate. And we're going to be looking for below the baseline for that aortic. And we're going to caliper. And then we're going to do suprasternal notch of ascending. We're going to notate. And we're going to caliper. Above baseline. Because it's coming toward us. And then we're going to try and get that right sternal border picture and color it. And there's something else we need to get with that I don't remember. And then we're going to do the Pedoff. And we're going to notate. And we're going to caliper. Got to notate on the RSB as well. Okay, and we're done. That was horrific. You know, I feel like I was really struggling there, and then I hopped back on and I was good. Let's see how well I did. I think I was just so tired that I just was fucking running. Okay. So, plaques. Depth out, depth in, measure, mitral valve. Freeze, scroll mystically, LVOT 3 times. Aortic root and diastole. Yeah, okay. Well, that wasn't what I was thinking. Not the T wave. Whatever's biggest. Oh, yeah, okay. Sending aorta to the root. Mode mitral valve. Cusp separation, IVS, RVAT, color TV, TRV max, RVOT, color RVOT, RVOT, TVI, and VTI, and acceleration time. Acceleration time is on pulse wave. Maybe I should make cards for that. For like what's on pulse wave and what's on continuous wave for what areas. I think that the AIAS mixes me up a little bit because for pretty much everything else, your VTIs are always on pulse wave. But when you're dealing with AVVTIs, it's not the case. Okay, there we go. What is that? I'm tired. Let's see. Okay, so acceleration time is on PW, sax, base, AOV, color AOV, color TV, continuous wave measure, TV max, color IAS, color P, pulse wave, RVOT, PVVTI, and acceleration time, continuous wave, PI, EDV max, and PV max. All right, mitral valve, color mitral valve, PAP, and M mode. Decreased depth. Another picture is Simpson's ejection fraction. Color MV entire LA. And then we've got our EA iteration. Continuous wave. We've got above the baseline for MS. Below the baseline for MR. That's why I was having a brain problem. And we want MV VTI and MV pressure half time on continuous wave. All right, TDI. E, Zoom A, LA, Trace LA, Zoom pulmonary veins. We don't need to zoom the pulmonary veins. Just color them. Okay. SDA. SDA and a reversal. Well, SD, a reversal, and then a reversal duration. Okay. Zoom in color, right side 2D. Base, mid, color TV, entire RA. 300 below the baseline, TRV max. Pretty sure I've got that on there. Where am I? Oh, I totally skipped all of that. How did I miss that? I was thinking about it. Oh, well, alright, whatever. Well, that's why we do this. Alright, so color, continuous wave, TRV max. That's weird. That's something that I feel like I remember. And trace off a zoom, sector right, measure base, tab C, TDI, zoom RA, measure off a zoom. Oh, yeah, no, I totally skipped it. Okay, well, shit. I feel like if I was physically doing it, I'd probably remember it. Okay. SRA trace. Okay, so we've got our apical 5. Zoom. Oh, we don't do shit. We don't do shit with them. Mitral valve on 5. That's cool. Yeah, no, we don't. Okay, good. Well, I didn't write it down, so that's good. Okay, so apical 5, we zoom and then we color, and then we pulse wave LVOT VTI 3 times. We continuous wave AV VTI 3 times, and we measure pressure half time, AI pressure half time above the baseline 4 to 5, and then we IVRT and it rests after contraction. Equal to oh man, tired. Okay, apical 2, initial 2D, decreased depth, shall LV and MV. Simpsons. So close. Color MVLA, accentuate above and below individually. Zoom LA, trace LA. Apical 3, 2D image. Mitral valve and continuous wave, accentuate. Color MV and CW. Oh, color MV and then CW. I was like, what? All right, accentuate above and below. Not measuring anything. Okay, good. I was right then. Where are we at? There we go. 2/3 above and below. Zoom, color, LVOT, VTI. Color, LVOT, VTI. Pulse wave, LVOT, VTI. Continuous wave, pressure halftime, and AVVTI. RVIT, color TV, TRV max. Subcostals. Out and in. Color MV in LA. That seems like a misprint. Zoom IAS, color IAS, zoom IVS, color IVS. Change it to 5, and then measure, and then sniff. Color IVC in a hepatic vein. Pulse wave above and below at the same time. The descending aorta, color descending aorta, pulse wave descending aorta, and it's not on there, but also color. 2D SSN, color individually, continuous wave both, pulse wave descending. I'm definitely gonna blame a certain somebody for saying it backwards, but she was tired too. Pulse wave descending. Oh, no, I remember that though. She said it wrong, but I remembered. That's good. Okay, so pulse wave descending, and we're also going to M mode color descending. Now we're going to use the PDOF probe, annotate apicals 2/3 below. Okay, AV Vmax or AVVTI. Then we're going to do suprasternal ascending aorta above the baseline 2/3. Yep. AV Vmax or VTI caliper. Okay, so our RSB we are going to get (2D) color continuous wave images of the aorta on the right sternal border with our right lateral decubitus. And that's worth 8 points. I remember that. So I gotta remember. Sublobe tobe. All right. So we're gonna 2D color continuous wave the aorta on the right sternal border. We're gonna attempt at the very least, and we're gonna notate. And notate, and then we're going to caliper, and then we're going to PDOF probe 2/3 above, caliper that too. And if I can't get it in, I want to say 3 minutes, I'll put that I attempted it at the very least. We made it all the way through. We did it. What is it, 6? Hour and 20 minutes. That's not too bad. All right. That's cool. We did it. Good for us. Good for you. All right, now the question is, do we take a break and then go back to studying? Or do we try and power through? Because I think I already know the answer. Even after my internet turned off, and I fixed it, I continued studying before I popped back on here. So I'm a little tired. I think that I would like to play Stardew Valley for like half an hour and chill out. I think that should be our reward. Yep. That is what I think. So, if you are still with me and would like to stick around for a game, maybe some background noise. What? What are you? You have seen me play so many games. Ridiculous. God. That's funny. I'm tired, dude. You don't understand. We are gonna play some games. I'm gonna change the category of the stream, and we are gonna get into it. I mean, it's still Stardew Valley. It should be pretty low-key. Games are for the immature. I'll take the little victories where I can get them, that's for sure. Okay. Man, we've gone through so many things today. We've gone through study guides and sorry, it's wobbly. We've gone through study guides and assignments and study protocols and all sorts of good stuff today. Okay. I'm excited about taking a break. I'm exhausted. I should turn this off so you don't have to watch all that nonsense. Some painting. Well, I do paint and I write, and I'm actually a little behind. I'm supposed to do some book narration for some people. Some really cool stuff too. I'm looking forward to it, but you know how school is. Okay. I do not remember the last time I streamed Stardew Valley, but I actually have a little bit of a surprise. Because in my main game, which I never stream with, I actually am about to reach perfection. So we might actually get there on this game that I've been playing forever. It's never been a priority, but like, you get there eventually, right? So you might actually get to see my main private game get to perfection. That'd be pretty cool, right? Okay. Chill. I'm excited. Okay, I updated the stream so nobody's gonna be hopping on here thinking they're getting a study buddy when we are transitioning over into games. I don't wanna. Okay. I think it was this one. Okay, cool. I think this is gonna be fine. I'm pretty sure the last time I left off, I was in the fall. And the only thing I need left for perfection is a, was that like special scarecrow? I think that's it. We could talk about that later. I have a lot of information about it since I'm in the field, but we're not talking about that stuff right now because we are chilling out. So if you want to talk about that, you can go to, I'm sure there's some people that would want to, or we can talk about it later, but that's not something that can be easily solved or has a simple answer. So we're going to celebrate right now instead of doing that. I've been working since like 10 a.m. And I am, what is it, 7? 6 o'clock. Okay. It's not doing it, so that's okay. Let me see here. Webcam, game capture, there it is. It's on auto, it's not doing it though. Full screen application, specific window. Ah, there we go. That's weird. Is that it? No, that's not it. Oh, I think we got it. We got it? We got it. Yay! Okay, so does anybody here actually like play Stardew Valley? Like, I'm genuinely excited. I've never reached perfection before. The sheer amount of work that it took to get to this point is astounding. So you see this right here, the Burps farm. Owly is the game that we're doing. Yeah. Okay, well, if you don't want games, then you can come back later when I'm miserable. Do what you want. Oh, you don't play games? Is that what you mean? Okay, well, then you have no idea how awesome this actually is. This is like super cool. Okay, so Owly is the game that I've been playing forever. And I have like over 360 hours in this game because I love it. And yeah, so it makes sense that year 7 we'd be getting this, but cool. Okay, so I'm married to Sebastian because of course, and I'm pretty sure that like I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. Try some bike tricks. We don't have bikes here, but we got horses, and I got a mod, so I've got a rainbow horse. Good morning, my love. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Living here with you is teaching me to come out of my shell a little bit. I think it's good for me. Yeah, I think so too. It's been 7 years though, so smooch. Okay, so it is the 17th of fall, and what we need is a winter festival in order to get perfection, because I have to get a scarecrow that they sell in the wintertime. So it's gonna be a little bit until we get to it. But not too much longer. Should get to it within, I would say, half an hour, 40 minutes, something like that. I don't want to pet my black kitty because I'm pretty sure that I will accidentally pick one of the flowers, and I don't want to do that. Let me in there so I can, there we go. Let's see. Made a swing recently. That's cool. I like that. 17, so there's 10 more days in the season. We can do some more yams. I found some really cool moss the other day. It was awesome. They're like an insane amount of moss varieties in the world. No, don't eat that. And I would like to meet all of them. Oh shoot, that reminds me. I forgot. I need to get more seeds. I think I'll let those grow out though, because the earth in the greenhouse doesn't like wither. You don't have to worry about your fertilizer going away. So you can just leave it for a little bit. Hey guys. Everybody looks so happy. You're about to be miserable. Oh, that reminds me. I got a new warmer for the birds. Not these virtual birds, my actual quail. They were getting a little chilly. And the other one is fine. It's fine. But I always feel so bad. Japanese quail can survive in as low as like 20 below. but that doesn't mean that they're happy, you know? So I got them a nice new warmer, and I feel like they are a little bit happier now. So, a quail is a game bird. The kind that I have specifically are Japanese quail, which are not native to the States. They're meant for like more northern weather, whereas the quail in America are meant for a little bit warmer weather. They're usually like Tennessee and south of that. I mean, you can see them a little bit further north, but you don't very often, as far as I understand. I could be wrong. Yeah, I mean, they've got areas underneath their what am I doing? They've got areas underneath their nests. Like it's a multi-level thing. It's not just like a box. They've got places where they can huddle up. They've got a sandbox. They've got they've got wood chip bedding, and they've got options. So depending on how they're feeling, they can, move to whatever area suits their needs or their comfort level best. So the biggest problem I found is that there are field mice that live across the railroad tracks in the field over there, and they have decided that they like living underneath the bird hutch better than they like living in a cold field, which I do not blame them, but I do not like them there. Last fall, all of my birds got sick, and I do not think that it is isolated from those mice showing up, if I'm being honest. Oh no, they're for eggs. It's like I process them if they are violent, or which, they're little dinosaurs. It happens mostly with the males, but I'll process them if I have to, or if it's an appropriate choice to make. But they're hens. Like I've been eating quail eggs for a couple years now. And when the winter came around, they stopped laying, and I have been very spoiled because quail eggs are better than chicken eggs. Just factually, they're just better. Yeah, I mean, I guess they don't really, like, mice don't tend to attack things, like they can, like, try and eat the eggs, but quail eggs are so much, like, denser, like they're harder than chicken egg shells, so it's not as much of a problem. Like, if they tried really hard, I'm sure if they worked at it, they could, they could get through, but I don't really have a problem with attacking, especially since that one tried to get up in the top of their hutch, and Pigeon literally eviscerated that mouse, like just ripped it in half. It was it was ridiculous. They don't try to go inside the cage, so as far as I know, how they could be in there chomping up the corn, I would have no idea. I do know that there are 2 cats that hang out and hunt the mice. And there's also what are those called? Kestrel. There's a kestrel that flies around hunting the mice as well. So I've got a little ecosystem going on. So it's the 17th at 3 p.m. What do I want to do? I guess I'll go check on my island. Ooh. Glad I came to the island. Oh man. Yep, that's what I need. So I play these games pretty vanilla. I don't usually do a whole bunch of mods. I have a couple of aesthetic things, but other than that, I don't really do much. I'm trying to think what I do that's not just aesthetic. Okay. Well, I thought that I was eating that, but all right, let's chug a triple espresso, eat this lunch, chop down some sweet gem berries. Yep, mice have been around a long time. They figure out where the best place to live is, and then they try and live there. Pretty much like everything else, I guess. I think most things, if they're like, oh, that's a great place to live, they will relocate. If they can. Hopefully I can get this field replanted. Usually something like this takes a whole day. I definitely started late. Come on, hurry up, hurry up, thank you. Get eggs in the grocery store. Broken, they throw away the tray. 612 eggs minus 1 or 2. Customer dropping my guest free eggs. I gather shopping carts for them instead of pay that way. If there is, if there's 1 or 2 broken eggs in a carton, I don't know if this is just like a location or a cultural thing or whatever, but we just like move the egg to another carton, you know? Like if you get like multiple cartons of eggs with broken eggs, usually you just consolidate the broken eggs into a single carton. That way you're not wasting eggs. It never occurred to me not to do that. But I think that's just what happens when you have just like something that everyone around you does. I mean, I'm sure not everybody does that. There's obviously individual habits are a thing as well. Like specific family, you know, things that families teach each other as well. Never occurred to me not to do that though. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I don't think I'm gonna have this whole. I don't think I'm gonna have everything planted. I hate when it's not all planted at the same time. It's so annoying. At least specific fields, if we could just make sure that we don't have any. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, worst possible situation. Oh, I'm so annoyed. No, no, no. Oh, man. Didn't get the whole field planted. Sebastian's gonna wake up and I'm not gonna be there. Worst possible outcome. Look at me holding my stupid little bag. Man. Yeah. Found me face down in a ditch. I get it. Jeez, Kent. We have bombs in the mail? I'll never get used to that. What are you thinking? Like what? What are you actually thinking when you send me a bomb in the mail? Surely not about the poor postal workers. All right. Yeah. Fields all messy. Pathetic. Definitely thought I could get it from just that. Fine. Marble hornets. That's what I was thinking of the other day, and I couldn't remember the name of it. It's all that nonsense taking up room in my brain that I should be filling with medical knowledge. Hey, Normie. Welcome back. I I felt bad my internet disconnected. I was like, well, I'm just disappearing from the chat. I'm glad you've been, keeping up and continuing on. So I continued studying and I'm taking a break because I'm actually super close to perfection, and I thought, hey, that might be a cool win. Oh, I should fertilize this first. I've been playing this game for like over 360 hours, I think it said. I looked at it right when I started it, so. But yeah, hopefully this will continue to be like a nice, calm background noise for you. So. We were talking about quail earlier, so. I was really excited today. I got a planting pamphlet in the mail. And I'm pretty excited because I can get started for next year. I know what I need to do early now, so I'm excited about that. I want something that's going to keep coming up that I don't have to mess with. I think I want more strawberries because I always want more strawberries. POE2. I don't know that. Path of Exile. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever played that. That sounds cool. Oh, I need this. Boop. I was playing, I don't usually do group games now that I think about it, partners or otherwise. I hear about people playing games with their partners, and I'm like, that sounds fun, but then I never pursue that. So, but that does sound fun though. Oh, I want that. It is funny though, sometimes I'll hear about people playing games with their partners and they're like, their game style is very different from mine, but I love them, so I'm going to keep on playing, but I definitely wouldn't play with a stranger who did these things. I'm like, the perks of playing alone. I would say I am definitely a problem, though, when it comes to playing group games. Which is funny because I've been playing D&D for years. And I have a really great time doing that. What a shame. I was in such a hurry I missed a bunch of spots. That's rough. I don't usually do that. Oof, gross. All right, this is fine. Oops. It's a good thing sidewalks are super easy to rebuild. Now I'm thinking about my poor quail sitting outside being so cold. I feel so bad for them. They're fine though. I spoil them. All right. 10 more days till winter. You know, at some point, I should probably stop selling all my highest quality crops and keep those for food, but I don't know that I ever will. I just keep the no-star food. Where's my gorgeous husband? There you are, staring at our chicken statue. I'm debating whether I should work or just read comics all day. You do you, babe. Nom, 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 nom. What are you doing? We got some major Roomba energy going on there. Where are you going? You're in an awkward place. I can't bother you here. Seems strategic. All right, we good? Everybody's still moving and grooving? Good deal, good deal. I guess I should get all that honey. Oh, nom, 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 nom. Sometimes I feel like maybe I should get like a speed thing or, you know, some kind of mod to improve my speed. But I kind of like drinking coffee. Just like real life. Do, do, do. Uh-oh. I got too many things in there. Amaranth. Yeah, we'll go ahead and sell all this stuff. I didn't have dogs on my farm for a really long time. But then when the change came in that you could have more than one pet, I was like, heck yeah. We are absolutely doing that. I wish I'd had dogs sooner. They're awesome. Oh no, there's a mushroom in there. Get out of here. Oh, that's right. My plan was to leave that. Yeah, okay. I don't like doing that. It looks weird, but it's for the greater good. Yeah, I'll just leave you guys there. Because then I can plant everything all at the same time. Oh, that's right. I need to put these back in here. I still haven't taken a chair into the mayor's basement. Is that it? Okay, yeah. Yeah. It's got 9 days. I guess I will throw. I just want to plant flowers. Beets. 9 days. We don't have enough beets. I guess we just do some more wheat. 7. Okay. Amaranth Rufio. Good movie. Well, there were not nearly as many spots open as I thought there were. I'm gonna make some dried mushrooms. Squish, squish, squish. Someday when I have the land and the space and the disposable income, I'm gonna get a pig. Fingers crossed it's before I'm 80. Or at all, really. It would be pretty awesome. I was not expecting to see one down there. Glad I took the time. Oh, I already went up there. Pew. I better open those back up though. $5.46. I'm gonna have to do some harvesting before winter comes. I don't think it'll take much more than this. Yeah, and I'll get some more tomorrow. Where's my gorgeous husband? Yes, I am. Hello. Polyculture, ship 15 of each crop. Look at that. Oh, that's exciting. Cool. I wonder how many more stars we have to get. Good morning. I'm gonna take a walk today. I need some time to myself. See you in the evening. That's fine. Before you go, have some fish. I really love this. How did you know? I know everything about you. We've been married for almost a decade. Who dat? Oh, Gus made me some beans. That's nice. Morning, creatures. Oh, pumpkins. When did I get pumpkins? That's fine. Oh. You know what's funny? I don't pay super close attention to these buffs that come up. So sometimes when the buffs come up, I notice the benefits, but I'm like, I wonder why that was. What? Like, why were those fish so much easier to catch? I have no answers. And I don't think to myself, check your buffs, dummy. Because, you know, why would I? And I just realized that's why when I was trying to get the legend, I had a really easy time the first time, even though I messed it up and lost it. The second time I did it, because it was the third fish or the fourth fish or whatever, it was like so much harder. And I was like, what happened? And it's because I had that fishing buff on there. Look at that. Me learning stuff. I really, really enjoy playing this game. Don't go out there. It's not. There's nothing for you out here. There's a game I wanted to play with my brother. That Ninja Turtles game that's kind of like a an arcade situation. Train! Where's my coffee? Let's get it. I should have carrots on me like all the time. I'll come back for you guys after I get the train. Heyo. Train! I love it when I'm fast enough to see the caboose. Ha 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 ha. Or the engine. Give me free stuff. Momos! Dessert. That's a nice one. I wonder who did this one. Who's in there? Show me. Show me yourself. No. Let me in that train. Are you going to the haunted chocolatier? Take me with you. I bet that's where he's going. You know anything about that train, Linus? You learn a lot from the trees. That's true. Spend some time with them and they might tell you their secrets. Yep. Depending on what trees are growing, you can tell a lot about what's around the next corner. Are we close to a cliff? Are we close to a stream? You can tell all kinds of stuff. How acidic is the soil? Not necessarily as useful. Unless you're trying to plant things. Amory. I'm just, except for oh. I was like, what is that sound? I'm standing next to my drum. I thought it was the cat at first. I've heard that like 1,000 times. I don't know why it hit different in my head this time. It's probably because I've got the music down so low. I should grow some more artichokes. I'm never going to make that much moss soup. A lot of moss. Ten more days, huh? I'm trying to remember where that last... I think it's the Winter Star. The Festival of the Winter Star that scarecrow sold. Did he say he was going for a walk today? I think he did. think that means he's at the beach. I want to go to the beach. Let's go to the beach, horsey. What did I name you? Something good. Oh no, nobody's at the beach today. Let's see where that bird is. Hey, bird. Can I have an amethyst? Thank you. I wonder if the clicking is very loud. Desktop audio. I'll turn this up so you guys can hear it better. Yeah. Oh, I bet that's really loud for you guys. Is that clicking annoying? I'm used to the keyboard. Like when I got it, not the kind of keyboard I wanted, but it's so pretty. I was like, oh, we should check up here and see if we've got some batteries. It's so pretty though. I was like, you know, I'll keep it just because, I mean, I like how it's programmed. Every time I touch it, it makes a rainbow wave. I'm a sucker for rainbow waves. So, but I would definitely prefer if it had a more like buttery sort of sound to it, less clicky, less harsh. That would be nice. Yeah, I'm one of those who puts bombs everywhere. Sorry, Froggo. Sebastian would be ticked. Why are you blowing up the frogs? Well, very simply put, I'm lazy. Hey, little bluebird. Let's see, you got anything I want? Deluxe cowboy hat. No. Wild bubble bed. I think I already got that. I don't think there's really anything I want. Maybe some coconuts. Pretty sure I got that luau skirt too. Oh, you know what I could do? I could go back to our house and make some clothes. What kind of bait I got? Okay, good. What are you, bottom feeder? Flounder. Nice. Cool. Oh, we could go get our prize from the mayor's place and bring a chair with us so we could sneak into his basement. Oh, it's a gold flounder. Okay. I think I want to do that. I'm going to sneak into his basement. You know what? Let's make it a fancy chair. Oh, a breakfast chair. That's nice. I am a big fan of the, just like the red just standard chairs. I feel like they're really nice. The mahogany. I'm a pretty big fan of that. But I could be persuaded. It's just a Hulk and armchair across town. Taken to the mayor's house. Okay, all right, let's get serious. I'm gonna take the stump chair. Let's do that. I still have the mayor's shorts, and I have no idea what to do with them. Like, there's a lot of things I feel like would be fun, but I only have one pair, and I want to make it count. So, of course, I've hung on to them for 7 straight years. Somebody likes beans, right? Yeah, that's... What's his face? The autistic scientist. I can't remember his name. Demetrius. He likes beans, I think. Let's see, 650. We got all the time in the world. You know what? Let's get you a carrot. Where do I keep those? There we go. Here you go, babe. Ka-chow! I feel like if I slept through the rest of fall, I could get to winter like super fast and we could get to perfection. But I feel like using the time that I have is part of the things that I like about this game. So I don't know that I necessarily want to do that. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do to get in that basement. Is it full of beets? Yeah. Gosh, I can't remember what I was supposed to do. been so long. How did I get in that basement? I don't remember. It's something super simple. I do remember that. Oh, stairs. There we go. I knew I'd remember. Okay. I think I want to get on the other side. Down by this. Maybe not. Why are his shorts over there? Maybe I threw his shorts into somewhere. Should I have brought 2 chairs? Maybe I should have brought 2 chairs. I'm gonna end up passing out again. It's just how I roll. I don't though, for real. On the struggle bus. Day 20. Okay, well, I think we've been playing for about half an hour. I think it's pretty clear that it's going to take more than an hour for me to get to winter if I keep playing it correctly. So maybe I should stop here because I don't want to be playing for too long, since I still need to eat something and then get back to studying. So, but thanks for hanging out. I appreciate the company, and if I'm being totally honest, it's a lot easier to stay focused with some accountability, like with some co-work, you know. So appreciate it, and I will be back. I might be back tomorrow. I don't think I'll be back tonight. I think I'll yeah, okay, yes. I have a plan. I am going to eat something, and then I'm going to snuggle up in bed with my laptop and do some assignments from a snuggly position. Yeah. And then I'll be back on it tomorrow. winter break cannot come soon enough, but I also wish that I had another 2 weeks to prepare for finals. So it is what it is, I suppose. All right, well, thank you for being here. Do not forget to drink a full glass of water today because your body needs water always. And have a good night.